The Tsitsikama Living Lab is the opportunity where we bring the theory and the practice together. So the students in class learn about theoretical aspects related to intertidal ecology and also estuarine ecology. What is important for us from a teaching and learning perspective is that learning by doing is one of the most effective ways of teaching course content to students. With the Living Lab, we are actually able to demonstrate a lot of those theories in practice.
On day one, we expose them to the diversity that we get on the shores. So they have to go out and just explore what we have and identify the animals on the shores in Tsitsikama. On day two, they have to go and find out what happens with this diversity. Is there any patterns to it? And that's when they do the vertical distribution of the animals on the shores in Tsitsikama. So with that in mind, we move on to day three, where they then look at one of these patterns, and this is the interaction between the animals, and they do predator-prey. Then on day four, we move forward to the next step, and that is energy. And it's from all different sources. The energy comes from the ocean, it comes from the land, and it's also some of it is generated in the intertidal zone. Then day five, we move to the estuary. And there we also look at how animals adapt to the different stresses in the environment, because what happens in the river also sometimes end up on the coast as well.
By stepping out of the classroom in this beautiful natural laboratory, they get to feel and experience enthusiasm and love for nature. They actually get to see what is in their textbooks in real life.
You're out here all the time and you're constantly busy learning new stuff, and this organism is doing that organism is doing that you didn't realize the previous day. So it's constantly changing your views on what happens in the rocky shore and how the rocky shore is just its own incredible ecosystem.
Because of the way the course is structured, every day builds upon the next. They're getting a fantastic experience of building upon prior knowledge that will lead them towards what happens in real life, essentially.
This coastline is really important for the students because it's a marine protected area. So the students get a good grounding in the biodiversity, the number of species that are available, and can see the species in their untouched habitat. Practicals like this are important as the hands-on experience. It gives the students a greater experience in what they're learning. It also gives them a better understanding of what's going on. They're out in nature, they're doing a hands-on approach, which makes the learning process a lot better in general.
Don't trust anything you learn on textbooks. Just go out to the live lecture hall to find out what is happening there. There's also an opera, which is a natural opera that is occurring all the time, which will be much more inspiring than an indoor lecture, I would say.
So guys, you want everyone up?
I'm from Limpopo, so there's no sea in Limpopo, so we only work in rivers. So the Living Lab is very important because sometimes when you're busy checking these organisms, you need to see the movement, the way they live, where are the adaptations. So you can't do that in a lab that is in the office. So you need to come to see them in their living environment.
This is an international living lab, and it consists out of students from Northwest University, students from University of Johannesburg, our colleagues from Hong Kong University that bring a group of students, and also from America, Arkansas State University. So it's a multicultural experience for the students, and the theme that binds them together is this amazing ecosystem that we find here at Tsitsikama.
I think there's no better way of learning about ecology. You have to go out and actually experience it. And there's no other way of doing that than a field trip or a living lab. The best thing about it is that you actually get students living together, working together, and sharing their ideas together. This experience, I think, not only is a great scientific experience, but you get the benefits of the cultural experience as well. And I think that's one of the reasons why going away, especially going abroad, is a fantastic experience for the students.
The professors did a fantastic job. Not only did they know the information well, they had a great passion for it. We were also developing that same passion towards the information.
It's our dream that we are able to provide this opportunity for more students in the future. In that manner, we can really create a passion among our students for the marine environment.